Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're gonna start working on the Red Evo. Kind of excited. Been wanting to start this for a little bit, but you know, had to work some OT and stuff like that. But came out here a little earlier just to, I don't know, set up my my little propane heater. Super quiet, but you know, it can get hotter. But it's definitely warm in here. I'm probably, you know, it was a little cold outside. It's probably in I don't know, it's 30 something, 40 degrees or something like that. But we're gonna start working on this. Like I said before, I'm a little chilly, so I'll keep my jacket on for at least a little bit. I haven't been back here ever since I pulled it back in, but yeah, it's about that time. I want to see if we can get some of this stuff kind of finished, so that we can get it started, which would be awesome. But who knows? I don't know how it's really gonna be, but we'll definitely see. So like I said before, we have a couple parts. Let me grab this down. It's used, but these are the controls that you actually kind of need for the injectors to work the right way. You know, I don't know what they do. They're probably just resistors, you know, so I don't mess up the car. Let's see what else. And oh, I have this. It's actually a pump bracket. So the motor, when I got it, it doesn't have the right power steering pump bracket. So you know, I tried to fab up something just so I can actually like use it, but it's leaking. So you know, I don't want to run that on a high pressure side. So I bought this bracket, and I have the existing pump, like a stock OEM pump for it. So I'll just use that. That off to the side. What else we got? And we got, I don't know what the hell. We have this engine intake. Nothing special. It's just so that I can actually like use everything in unison, because right now what I have is the lower intercooler pipe, and I have the upper intercooler pipe for the car, and this will complete the stuff, just because I had the intake for it, but I think what I did was I sold it on another car, and I just kind of like let it go, because I really didn't need it, because my other car is not, it doesn't have a stock turbo, doesn't even have anything close to a stock turbo, doesn't even have anything close to a stock motor. But you know, I don't know. And then I have a it's nothing special, a Walbro, new Walbro 255 pump, which I already have one in the car, so I don't really need to put that on. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. I'm not really gonna talk a lot, but I just want to kind of show you what I'm gonna be doing. So I got the intake on. I'll show you quick. So the difference between the this intake here and that one there is that this one kind of sat like this, and the air supply to the blow-off valve right here, I didn't have anything to kind of put there, so I bought this intake. This intake, the engine intake is made for this. This is an engine pipe, lower intercooler pipe, you know, and an upper intercooler pipe. So the blow-off valve comes right out and goes right back in, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It does need a little cleaning up. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this color, but as soon as everything is done and I get this car running, I will be powder coating this, my upper intercooler pipe, probably not my lower intercooler pipe because it's black, and you're never gonna really see it. And I'm gonna do the valve cover. I don't know what color I'm gonna do the valve cover yet. I'm not gonna touch the intake manifold because that looks pretty decent. But other parts that I've already taken off, I'll show you quick. These are the parts here. Now, this is everything on one bracket like it's supposed to be. This is, you know, everything is obviously used, but, you know, the resistor, the injector pack harness, and I think this is a G sensor or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. But this is what they were using to bypass the resistor for the injectors. So this part here. So what they do is they cut this line here and they connect everything together. And it's supposed to just bypass the, you know, the resistor altogether to make the car run. But we need that because we're running, you know, different injectors. So I'm gonna throw this in and, you know, I'll try to put a battery pack on it or something like that, and we're gonna start this bad boy together and see if it really runs. And if everything is good, then what I'll do is I'll take this bracket off of the car here, which is somewhat involved, and I'll replace it with this bracket that's supposed to be on the car. I have everything off this side of the car anyway because I wanted to check timing, make sure everything was good. And it seems like everything is good, so I'm not really too concerned about it. But like I said before, I'm gonna get all of this stuff put in, and if we can get it running together, then I'll start ripping it all apart. I'll rip these off, I'll rip the wheels and tires off, I'll rip the calipers off, and we'll start coating all of that stuff, you know, either later on this week or next week. It all depends on if I can get this thing running. But like I said, we're not in any big time crunch for this car. It's just gonna get sold later on down the line anyway. But I do want to kind of enjoy it before it really starts snowing. It snowed a couple days ago and it started to ice over, but now it looks like it's a pretty nice day, in the 40s. But yeah, I want to try to get this car done before, like I said before, I want to get it done before it starts really snowing so I can actually have fun with it. But let's get back to the action. Everybody, I got that bracket in, as you can tell back here. It looks a lot better. It was just a couple wires and stuff like that strung up back there, which I don't really like. So I did that, and I was just like, you know what, while I'm already kind of got the camera, might as well just take out this whole bracket for the power steering pump. And you can definitely tell the difference between the two. This one is a kind of, you got to put it, you know, the pump in, it slides in here like this, and it's leaking. And this one is more of a, this connects right to the block, and it's super easy to get to. You know, just three bolts, 1, 2, 3, and you can have this thing in and out like with no problem. Whereas this thing is like more of a pain to get to and get the bolts off, because it's, you know, it's like this. You get the bolt here, and you spin it like this, and you get another bolt here. So I'm happy to get this out of here and put the you know, the actual Evo one back on. It's a little, you know, but you know, it is what it is. I need to run it because I wasn't, you know, this line was just definitely leaking, so I needed to fix it anyway. So I'm gonna get back to that now, and hopefully we can get this thing, you know, a good jump pack, and try to get it started. So let's get back to it. All right, everybody, here's what's going on. I got this side all buttoned up except for this hose, you know, like the filler neck for the power steering pump. I have no idea where I put it, but you know, I have all this stuff back on, all the rest of the stuff back on. So I think I'm probably gonna put a battery in here, or go get my jump pack from outside and see if I can't get this thing to start. So give me a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, I got my jump pack connected. I just put a set of spark plugs in there just as a temporary thing to see if it'll start. And you know, they're gapped correctly at like 23 or something like that is what I kind of like to run. So hopefully we can get this thing started. But let's give it a crank and hopefully cross our fingers. Kind of see what I'm kind of going through. It'll want to start, but it just doesn't. I don't know what's going on with it, but now that I have everything that my tuner kind of asked me for, it's time to send him a, you know, a log of the car, or not a log, but you know, the VIN and all of that stuff, so that he can program me something so I can get this thing started. But I don't know, I guess we'll end this today, and we'll pick it back up once he sends me something for this car and I can try to get it running. So, you know, I don't know, send me luck, and we'll see you on the next one.